Welcome to Fire Hot Topics. I am Mama C, and today I am joined by 4 fabulous guests. We have Red Lion, a great star, also known as Rob, Esaia Mystic. We have Naomi, Orange Moon, and Abstract, the entertainer, and they're going to be joining us today to talk about our fiery hot topics and what is going on in the world. So, Damn Nature, You Scurry is coming up first. Here is the clip.
White shark? No, it just blew up.
Damn, Nature, you scary.
How do you guys feel about that? Esaia, I'd love to hear from you.
Well, I don't live in the ocean, so
Thank God.
I don't see things like that very often.
Rob, I think you can help us. I think you're the most knowledgeable one here on what is going on. Can you please explain?
Well, I never seen it live in person, but I have seen videos of I think there was a sperm whale, humpback whale, something like that, blue whale. And I guess when the decomposing process, the gases inflame from the inside, so it kind of like implodes.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to pay to watch that.
Do you think that the gases that are inside the whale are a cause of something that we've put in the sea, or do you think that this is just a natural occurrence?
I feel like that was a little odd.
Naomi?
The sea is polluted, so do you know what I mean? Maybe it made it more magnificent with the big explosion. But I also thought it was, even though it's a little bit disturbing, it was quite nice to know that all of the bits are floating for all of the other fishes to eat. So I was thinking, well, we're still supporting the ecosystem.
Damn Nature, You Scurry, because the sharks are about to pull up and have like a feast.
Ocean buffet.
It's seafood. Let's move on to our next topic because, wow. Okay, so we have 3 controversial scriptures that we're going to discuss. I know what you're thinking. Scriptures controversial? No. The Bible is so well received around the world. But we're going to discuss it. So, first of all, how do you guys feel about the Bible? Rob, how do you feel about the Bible?
I feel strongly, even though a lot of it is mistranslated, there's a lot of missing stuff, you know, but they can't hide what the truth is.
Abstract, how are you feeling about the Bible?
Yeah, I believe in the Bible. You know, I'm Christian, so yeah, you know, I believe what I read. You know, I believe in the text.
All right, let's go to the 3 controversial scriptures. Ezekiel 23:20 says, "There she lusted after her lovers, whose genitals were like those of donkeys and whose emissions was like that of horses." Let's go to Naomi. What do you think of that?
I was like, ooh. Sorry. My initial thing was like, it's been a long time. So I got excited there. Sorry, too much. Sorry. So I'll have to go back alone and reflect on that. My first thing is that, first of all, it was the word lovers that I found interesting, because you get what I mean? I was like, oh, so not one. And even just the description, you know, like, I'm just more curious about what it is in its context. What you know, like, what was the verse before and what's the verse after? I'm like, what happened after? Do you get what I mean? What position? You know, like, sorry. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, what happened next? Yeah, and then, sorry.
Welcome, Jakarri. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you. We are just discussing controversial verses in the Bible, and found out about this lovely lady who likes a big dick. What can I say? That's what it's saying. The Bible is telling us that. So awkward. How do you feel about the Bible?
I feel like it was written by a man, King James, and so he wrote it in a way in which benefited himself, just like anyone would write a bill in the government.
Deuteronomy 25:11-12. If two Israelite men get into a fight and the wife of one tries to rescue her husband by grabbing the testicles of the other man, you must cut off her hand. Show her no pity.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
That's funny.
Wow.
But they were hardcore about that stuff.
Is it because now she's touched another man's balls?
I think so.
Yeah.
Why is she trying to grab his balls anyway? You know what I mean?
That's the
To
easiest
stop
way
him.
to-
Hey,
To stop him.
hey, that's a sensitive spot.
Yeah, to
But
stop
they
him.
wear
We know
like
It's not made of steel.
I don't think that they said about cutting off her hands because of that she touched the balls. I think it was more that they're telling her cut off the hands because she had the nerve to even grab up a man's balls. It wasn't even that it was the balls, but I think because King James, he was crazy himself. We mustn't forget that he was actually a madman, and if any other madman translated something, we would take it with a pinch of salt. His agenda was to almost oppress women, and that's not. I'm not a feminist, so I'm not even saying it to be controversial. I just think that's what it is. It was his agenda to push the submissiveness of women.
Okay, right, last one. Ephesians 6:5. Slaves, obey your earthly master with deep respect and fear. Serve them sincerely as you would serve Christ. Do you think that's a King James special?
Yeah. Most definitely.
I think that would be unanimous.
Did you talk about the one? There's a part in there. I can't remember the exact verse in Leviticus where he talks about where they talk about if you ingest blood into your body, then you have won away from God. Almost says it to be a sin. So is that them telling us that we should all be vegans?
I don't think so. That doesn't include fillet steak though, does it? Let's move on to some movie news. Should we cut this out? We have had an increase in recent years of musicians and actors who have died from an overdose. For example, Michael K. Williams passed away recently, where reports say and confirm he overdosed on drugs. Actor Heath Ledger, who sadly died over an overdose on the 22nd of January. He played the Joker. How dangerous do you think method acting is? Abstract, I'd like to definitely come to you for this.
Method acting? I don't think method acting is dangerous. I don't think that have anything to do with like the drugs that these entertainers are on. You know, I just think a lot of entertainers, actors, musicians, you know, they battle demons their whole life. You know what I mean? Either if it's depression, you know, if it's alcoholism, addiction, drug addiction, whatever it is, you know, they battle these things their whole life. And when they get the fame and all the money, it just get worse, you know, more money, more problems. So like when it comes to the actors, I don't think it's the method actor. Like method acting, I just think it was already battling some things that they don't talk about. But yeah, method acting is a great philosophy when it comes to you know, bring your character to life. Yeah, I don't think that many actors go on drugs.
In Heath Ledger's case, from the clip, you can see that there is a lot of darkness that comes with it in the terms of him playing the Joker. But obviously that doesn't happen to everyone. But obviously Robin Williams, also these comedians do seem to suffer on the flip side, on the other side of the camera.
Yeah, so when you're an actor, and when you're playing a role, when you get a new role, you got to justify the actions of the character. So like if your character is depressed, you got to go there. You know what I mean? So when you do your homework, you got to know how it feels to be depressed. You got to look up on mental illness. So you physically got to go there.
Naomi, how do you think, as a wellness coach, how do you think that can affect someone if they're doing it as a method acting, going into those actual emotions? Do you think there can be like a real life effect from that?
I think it's quite similar to kind of what was mentioned in terms of it doesn't mean that everybody that does it would get it. It would mean that actually you was already battling with something already and it aggravated it. It just brought you over to the edge. So I don't feel like it's, like I said, it's method acting per se. But if you're already kind of borderline and have battles with demons or, you know, low mood, low well-being, it's going to, you know, like really exaggerate most of the things. Do you get what I mean? That are going to come and heighten it, bringing you into that low space, because obviously you've got to really consume, you want to embody everything, mind, body and soul, which means kind of being on a low. It's almost the same impact that we have when we watch a sad movie. It elicits tears and emotions. We're crying, you know, like for that moment, because we're connected. And if you're maybe continuously, maybe if we had maybe a whole week of watching just sad movies or crying or something horrific, at one point it's going to seep into us, and do you get what I mean? Maybe cause us to have kind of low moods. So yeah, I think it's more that you're already predisposed to some of these issues in the first place.
And I don't think that, and that's not, and I don't think that's the what happened to Michael K. Williams or Robin Williams. Yeah, they were, them two actors, they was just, you know, they was battling demons their whole life. So yeah, I don't think it's the method acting. I agree with.
Okay, we're going to just go over now to Spacey Wood, which is the first ever movie which will be filmed in space. It's called The Challenge. Russian actors and actresses will spend 12 days in a space station to film the full feature film. Have you heard of it? Has anyone heard of it?
No.
I never heard of it, but it sounds like fun. I would love to be a part of that.
So do you think more films should be filmed up in space, or do you think we're going too far?
I don't think we're going too far. If it's safe, do it. You know, why not? You know?
I'm thinking, why do they need to do it? I mean, like, all the films that they've made about space are great. Like, we've got CGI. Why do we need to go to the sky? Red Lion, what are you thinking?
I think they just fine with green screens. Like, I mean, they've been making space movies since what, 40s? I mean, that's a super high budget.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then, I mean, you're going to pay, I mean, how many people's in the film crew?
Esaia, do you watch a lot of movies?
No, not that many movies, no. Sometimes. Watched a movie last night.
How do you feel about them sending people into space to make more movies? Is it necessary? Do we need another movie?
I think if they're going to send people to space to make a movie, they need to make one about all the spacecrafts and other beings that come into this realm that we live in all the time, but the government and the military hide it. And they destroy the information so nobody knows.
Right, we're going to move on to some celebrity gossip. Who gives a toss about celebrity gossip? Show of hands. We're going to discuss it anyway.
It's always something.
American singer-songwriter Meghan Trainor says she often shares a toilet with her husband when they are taking a shit. Right, we're bringing you the fieriest topics. Do you think that is gross, Naomi?
I want to say, yes, it is kind of nasty. However, when you and your partner, I just want to put the however, it's been a long time and you've been together for ages, certain things start to just become blurry.
So she's basically saying, when you get into a relationship, shit happens. Okay, right, let's have a look at the clip and see if you change your mind.
A lot of times in the middle of the night when we're with the baby, like we got to pee at the same time. So I was like, can we please have 2 toilets next to each other?
That's a lot of shit to deal with at home.
They just a little bit nastier than us. We have to teach them how to clean their ass and stuff in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could walk in and ask a few questions, but we not about to go side by side going at it. That only happened in jail. That's jail stuff. Nah.
Plus, that's your like quiet time, reflection time. Okay, so majority rules that that's gross, except for Naomi, because she's like, it's relationships. This shit happens. Let's go on to some tech news. Pay up. Tesla must pay a former worker, Owen Diaz, around $137 million after he endured racial abuse working for the company. His attorneys told CNBC on Monday that Diaz, a former contract worker who was hired at Elon Musk's electric vehicle company through a staffing agency, he told the court colleagues used to go back to Africa on his locker. They put racist graffiti in the restrooms, a racist drawing in his workspace. The case is able to move forward because the worker had not signed one of Tesla's mandatory arbitration agreements. So, this is still happening. We told you. How do you guys feel about that? Let's go to Esaia first.
Well, first of all, I think that that's really good that he was able to get paid for being abused. Because a lot of times you just get abused and you get $0. So that's good. A lot of these guys who, and I mean, these corporations and these inventions, like, you know, Nikola Tesla, these aren't their inventions. Like they've stolen inventions and they've taken face for a lot of, you know, Black people's inventions, any kind of other person's inventions. There's a lot of things that get covered up behind the scenes and get paid off, or, you know, don't talk about it because we want to keep this image up of our authority and our superiority over, you know, over people. So I think that that's good that he didn't sign the contract and he got his money.
Yeah. Has anyone got any burning thoughts on the topic?
I think it's a blessing, you know. It's not a blessing to be harassed, you know, because I think it's no place. But today's day and age, there's no place for like racism and things like that. But, you know, I think it's a blessing. $100 million, you know, you can do a lot with that. You know, you can change your family's life. You could change your community. You can help people in your community. You could give back. You could quit that 9 to 5 and hone in and really do that dream, you know, get to that dream that you always wanted to do. You know what I mean? So I think it's a blessing for him. You know, it's sad that he had to go through that, but I know he's smiling right now.
All things work together for good in the end, I guess. Okay, so we've got another clip now. Ho-ho gospels.
A hoe doesn't mean I want to fuck your dusty ass nigga. That nigga don't got shit the fuck that I want. That nigga is shacking up with your insecure ass. You on Section 8. He eating all your little baby food stamps. He didn't give you no money, beating your ass, cheating on your ass, verbally abusing your ass. He only nice from March to May to get that income tax check. And you think I want to fuck a nigga like that? Excuse me? I don't fuck niggas who fuck bitches that don't love themselves. Your nigga is burning. Why would I want to fuck him? Excuse me? No, baby. You're burning. Why fuck would I want to fuck your nigga? No. Let's rewind that. If I'm a hoe, that means I'm fucking niggas with residuals. Something that your nigga does not have. Your nigga, even if he had it, I still wouldn't fuck him. Because he only got it for right now. He don't got it long money. The fuck? Don't ever think it's your job to get cheated on. Your job to get beaten on. Your job to be crying at home. I beat on niggas like that and then leave them. Try that shit again.
So that was a nice, respectful message from this lovely lady talking to some other lovely lady. I'm sure they're both wonderful people. Thoughts?
What she's saying is to take away the crap. Basically, her message is be a queen, don't allow this to happen. Rather than sometimes women fighting other women while the man's there like, do you get what I mean? Like, and just sitting back, and do you get what I mean? It's actually, let's direct the hate or the anger towards the correct target, which is the man. Because I've seen the little American imagery, do you get what I mean? When the two girls are all fighting, pulling off the weave, one's holding the weave, one's holding the eyelashes, one's trying to scratch out the eyes and everything. But the man is just there, that you're actually like, well, actually, what is it between these two? So maybe she's actually giving queenly advice, but it's unfortunately not delivered in the best way.
Jakarri, have you got any thoughts?
Oh man, they sound like a mess. It sounds like they both need to leave the dude alone. Honestly, and he needs to leave women alone and get his life together. That's what I got out of all three. But arguing with another woman about someone who brings no value to your life, or to the other person's life, to me is just ridiculous. And
Mhm.
shows the pettiness and the childlike behavior of two grown women.
Nothing about her delivery or her message was empowering in any way. It was actually very embarrassing to me. And it was just highlighting how she is void of the energetics that are affecting her in that situation and anybody else, you know. It's like it was very like, you know, I know that I'm being, you know, conniving and evil, and this is your fault for letting me do this in your life. And, you know, and it's just like, what? Like
This is
there
where we
is,
at as a people. Like, this is where
yeah,
we're at.
is this what you feel like is something for you to be prideful about? And that's, you know, that's not sisterhood, that's not empowerment, that's not anything positive. Situations like that, the energy coming from her, that's how people get killed. That's how Black people in our community get killed. They get killed over dumb stuff like that. So I don't think anything that she said was funny, cute, empowering. She
Yeah,
needed to go sit
especially
down somewhere.
social media.
Okay, so we've got another clip now.
You wiping y'all booty hole, and I don't like that. Cause when I see shit in y'all ass, it leave me traumatized. So let me demonstrate to y'all how to wipe y'all butt. And I provide wipes. So you're gonna wipe from the left to the back. You know, probably go like this. You're gonna get up in there and get all that. Get all that. Cause y'all be leaving shit in y'all ass and it be leaving me traumatized. And I don't like that. So get that shit out y'all ass.
Okay, so this is World Star Hip Hop, social media 2021. She is showing women how to wipe another woman's ass after they've had a wax.
No.
Is this necessary?
The lady's going into the Brazilian wax messed up down there, clearly, because she felt like she had to make a video to teach women how to go in there nice and fresh. I mean, dang, it's rough out here.
Has social media just gone too far?
I mean, it was like a simple, like, just wipe yourself. Man. Like, it wasn't even like you could you got to use this to wash and like tedious, like cleaning. It was like, can you just wipe your butt, please?
Abstract, what are you thinking about that?
I just thought it was funny, you know. I don't think we should take social media serious, you know what I mean? You know, a lot of people do stuff just to trend, you know what I'm saying, to get them followers. You know, I just think it's comedy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, it's a message, you know, ratchet, might be ratchet, but there's a message to it, you know, coming to the clean.
I want to know who ass triggered her to even make that post. Like she was in there with the mask on, everything.
Her last client.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, right, next segment, prison or death. Let's have a look at the clip. Okay, so messed up. Dude chokes out and robs a 76-year-old woman after following her into a building. What's wrong with people? So panel, how can we protect our elderly more in a society that is losing more love for mankind each day? Red Lion.
Damn, man. I don't know, man. He need a community ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole community needs to whoop that ass. Like, man, we just gotta protect our people that's weak, man.
People don't seem to be afraid to go to prison anymore.
That's their first home, really. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's wild.
What do you think we could do to protect our elderly, Naomi?
I think it's our elderly, it's our young people. I think just as a people, because obviously I can only talk about UK because that's where I'm at, so UK. But over here, we are so connected and disconnected. It's the same old thing that we talk about, the unity, unification, like that bonding, but there needs to be more respect with the elders. I know a lot of young people don't respect the elders.
And obviously you do self-defense as well, don't you?
Yeah.
Do you think it's really important for people to know how to protect themselves?
I really, really do. And just a couple of days ago, I just applied for funding because I specifically focus on women and young girls for self-defense, Muay Thai, kickboxing, and mixed martial arts. And a lot of them, once they come through just a few classes, they start talking about the confidence that they get. Like I sometimes say in my classes to the women, don't try and out-punch a man. That is not our aim. But actually, if you can create a gap between you being attacked and running away, that sometimes that's all you need. So it could be a knee, it could be an elbow, the things that you're in close contact and range with. So yeah, I do think there should be more around that.
And up next we have a clip from Master Mo, who is going to show us a little self-defense tete-a-tete. Here we go.
So today we're going to do 10 attack locations, and those 10 attack locations is what we learn to aim for in terms of crisis.
Okay.
So we're going to start off with the simple one, number one, which is simple palm to the forehead. So that's what I want you to do, palm to the forehead. Yeah. That's number one.
Yeah.
Number two is a jab to the eyes.
Oh, well, I'm pretending, by the way.
Yeah, jab to the eyes.
Yeah.
Number three is a palm to the nose.
So, okay, palm.
Palm, yeah, palm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's number three. Number four is called an under the chin, up and over. So, under the chin,
yeah,
push it up. Turn your palm that way,
yeah,
it's easier, and it goes up. That's it.
Okay.
That's number four.
Yeah.
And number five is slap to the ears.
Okay.
So, slap to the ears, that's it.
Yeah.
So, let's go again. Number one, palm to the forehead.
Yeah.
Number two, jab to the eyes.
Yeah.
Number three, palm to the nose.
To the nose.
Number four, under the chin.
Yeah.
And number five, to the ears. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Number six is chop to the shoulders.
Yeah.
Number seven is chop to the neck. Number eight is the thumb across the apple.
Okay.
And number nine is if you cup your fingers, get the one to have a point and put the palm on one side of the ears and the other goes underneath the eardrums and squeeze.
Ouch. Okay, there.
Yeah.
So that's index finger, yeah?
Yeah. Underneath the ear, yes, and squeeze.
Oh, wow.
Just squeeze together.
Ah. Oh, wow.
Okay.
I like that.
It doesn't take that much, and that's number 10.
Yeah.
It's easy, front and back, right in the middle, and rub it up and down.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, front and back, in the middle.
In the middle here?
Yeah, right in the middle. Yeah, yes.
Oh, wow.
That's your 10.
Yeah, wow.
Those are 10 attack locations.
Okay.
And I'll show you how to get to them very easily.
Yeah.
So let's do that recall again. Number one, palm to the forehead. Number two, jab to the eyes. Number three, to the nose.
Okay.
Number four, the chin. Number five, to the eardrums. Number six, to the shoulders. Number seven, to the neck.
Oh, wow. That's gonna
Chop
be...
to the neck.
Hold on.
Yeah. Number eight, across the apple.
Okay. So you use what do you
Just
use?
a thumb.
Oh, wow.
Just a
Really?
thumb. Yeah, just a thumb. Yeah.
Okay. Did it work?
Yep, that's it, that's it. When you push your thumb on somebody's throat like that, what did it happen?
Oh, yeah. I didn't do that, by the way, guys. I just went across.
Yeah.
He actually pressed down.
That's it,
Okay, okay.
And number 9, finger
Index?
Index.
Okay.
And palm. One side of the eardrums. And the other.
And just above?
Yes, that's it.
Oh, wow.
Just press. Just like press.
Okay.
And number 10, front and back of your chest.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Don't injure myself.
Front and back, and just press. That's it.
Oh, wow.
Nice and easy.
Wow.
Okay, so it doesn't take that much to get to them, and I'll show you how to get to them now, nice and quickly. So I'll just grab hold of you.
Yeah.
Okay, you just rest your arm. When you rest your arm, that bends them in.
Yeah, yeah.
So just rest your arm and just palm.
Okay.
So if someone's grabbing hold of you,
Yeah.
just rest your arm and just palm.
Okay. 1, 2, boof back.
That's it, yes.
Yeah.
Same way, rest your arm again. Jab to the eyes.
Boof. Oh, yeah.
Rest your arm to the nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Nice and easy.
Yeah. Next one.
Rest your arm.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Up on the chin.
Boof.
Okay.
Next one.
As you rest your arm, release it and slap both your drums.
Okay, and then like that. Sorry.
Rest your arm on the shoulders.
Oh, yeah.
Chop.
One, and then there's one like that.
Yep. Chop the shoulders, chop the neck.
Shoulder, neck.
And then apple.
Oh, yeah. So that I have to squeeze.
Squeeze. Okay.
Yeah.
Then here comes the good bit. Okay. A lot of people do that to you.
Not often.
Yeah, not often, but they do.
Yeah.
So we're going to go one hand here
Where?
and one hand to the back.
Oh, yeah, and then.
Oh,
wow. Oh.
And they just automatically let go.
Okay.
And they've grabbed hold of you.
Yeah.
And palm and eardrums.
Oh, yeah. Really? Like that?
No, one palm.
Oh, yeah.
One eardrum. Index finger.
Oh, yeah, hang on. Oh, yes, I remember that one. Hold on. And I'm pressing.
Yes.
Does that hurt?
It hurts.
Oh, yeah, just check.
It hurts. You'll know when it hurts, you get the little rice.
Yeah, because it seems so simplistic to
They're
be
very-
so effective.
They're very simplistic.
Yeah.
So that's the 1 to 10.
Oh, wow.
That's what we're going to do today. 1 to 10. So if we stand a little bit apart and just do 1, just imagine it.
Yeah.
Forehead,
Doesn't do it.
forehead,
Yeah.
eyes, nose,
Nose.
under the chin,
Under the chin.
to the eardrums,
I like to do that.
chop to the shoulders,
Top to the shoulders,
to the neck,
to the neck.
cross the apple.
Notice I'm very right-handed. Oh, I like that one. I'm gonna-
Yes.
Yeah, that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then back and
then
back and
that. The whole you don't go poof.
That's it. That's as simple as it is.
What is justice? So, what is justice? Woman leaves court after getting life for killing a paedophile.
I think Jeremy and I would have done it again if given the opportunity.
Do you have any regrets?
I have no regrets. Killing that pedophile was the best day of my life.
What about not being able to see Jeremy?
Jeremy and I have a love that will withstand this.
What about what you said in court about repenting? Is that not true then?
No, it's not true. My lawyer made me say it.
Do you have anything to say to the victim's family?
May they die also.
So, she's killed a paedophile. Is that a vigilante move? Should people still work within the remits of the law? Obviously, that's a yes, but how do we feel about that? I don't even know how I feel about that. Let's go to Jakarri.
I think it's about the circumstances. I can see where she would have no remorse. If I caught somebody doing something to my kids, it's a wrap. I'm going to jail, and I will happily go. So I can completely see where they're coming from about like protecting the children, elderly, youth, stuff like that. We got to look out for those people. And when we do see people treating them unjustly, we should do something, the public. So I'm for him. I seen this at neo-Nazi. I wonder if she killed a melanin-rich person. That would be my second question.
But do you think they're doing it for their own sense of justice? Like, do you think they really care, or is it because it's like they deem them as people they should kill?
A little bit of all three, I would say. I would say they do feel like they're dispensing justice, but to kill someone, you have to feel like you can do that. Like that's something you want to do, or you know what I mean? So I would have to say it's a mixture of both.
Okay, right, let us move on. FyaahTV updates. So we have Hip Hop Live from Jamaica out now. Link in bio. We'll show you a little clip of that right now.
Live in Jamaica.
You know, the contributions of the DJ out of Jamaica. Yeah. Kool Herc being from Jamaica. And that idea of the sound system and the dubbed out drum bass that came from that time in the mid to late 70s into the 80s that Kool Herc brought here, and that kind of meshed that whole vibe of hip hop and reggae, which kind of is how dance hall was formed, and dance hall was one of the early forms of hip hop. But that is very much a part of, it feels like how the music's going back to in Jamaica.
Blam to them four. Listen to the sounds of my doggy dog. Dr. Dre, him boss gunshots. Diggity Dash and RBX, them boss gunshots. Come again. I forgot about that. Please don't. I forgot about it.
Illest rude boy Spragga. In Jamaica.
Kingston, thanks for having us. We gonna get the drum up, nigga.
I'm gonna give 90% of hip hop to Jamaica.
Dr. Bush, live in Jamaica.
And it seemed that I was never on time.
Lauren Hill took sick pneumonia. I said, listen, girl, you have to get out of here.
Of course, we'd love to see the artists pay homage, you know, and definitely we'd love to see them even work with some Jamaican talent.
Since the reggae come out, the reggae start talk about Africa, blackness, you know, in a militant way.
From this small island in the Caribbean, how would you articulate to people who don't understand why reggae music and Jamaican culture is so magnetic for the world?
This is Kool Herc, the original. For those who don't know, the man who made everything possible as far as having that cultural, that black reggae rap music foundation. This is the man that made it happen. You guys heard the story before. I'm gonna still say based on what I know. This man came from the island.
Kingston, Jamaica.
Kingston, Jamaica.
Or the Trenchtown.
Trenchtown.
And this man standing right beside me here. When I left Jamaica, this is the music I was listening to back in the days. Ska music before reggae come into its own. This is You Right. My king.
Nice.
Here, right?
Lovely.
Like Dan
Respect, you know what I mean?
Prince Buster, you know?
Yeah, man.
You heard that? Now you see the whole full.
What you feel about me? I feel about
Look at that. This is the original of the original way the whole thing is set and started. King, it is honored. It is blessed. It is blessed.
It's a blessing. It's a blessing. Respect. Still, I want you to understand that reggae and hip hop is big time family.
And we also have on FyaahTV Carimio, who is reacting to your comments.
Doesn't want to hear what I'm saying, and that's how they reject information. Honestly, I don't actually when trolls come out and cloud chasers, I don't really give them time.
I don't know where people are getting this stuff. You know what I mean? Are they reading a Chinese Bible?
Right, up next we got some religion news. Okay, wow, this is a big one. Okay, so over 200,000 children have been assaulted by French clergy over the past 70 years. I don't think this is like new news to us because we all kind of have been making jokes about it for years. Not jokes because it's serious, but there's this whole, it's in movies, everything. There's this innuendo that Catholic priests are doing something, and now we have the report, but it's 200,000. And that's only in France.
Yeah. Millions. It's millions. And like you were saying, the advertising on TV, I mean, the showing it on TV is almost like an advertisement for a pedophile for if you are a pedophile, you could be a priest and get away with it. It's almost like an advertisement.
Speaking of which, we've also got R. Kelly in the news about this same sort of paedophilia stuff going on. But he is saying that he's going to just drag everyone down with him.
Good. Bring them all down. Get them all, round them all up. Start snitching.
But it just, how long is he going to be alive for now that he said that? I only just found out Jeremy Epstein died like a month ago. Suspicious, just killed himself.
Yep, he hung himself. How do you do that? And you on suicide watch already. Yep,
So,
this whole thing is about protecting the pedophiles. It's a whole lot of pedophile protecting.
Yeah.
We got a pedophile president. He be sniffing on little kids and doing all types of weird stuff.
So these things is like, what is the next plan of action? Like, do you think more people are waking up now and joining together to stop these things from happening?
Honestly, I don't think so. And I feel like this, if you look at history, it's been pedophilia since ancient Greece, ancient Rome. Like, those were the highest forms of love, man and boy, or according to them. So it's like, this is just something that's been continually carried out and carried on. And maybe with the rise of Christianity, they kind of had to do it in the dark, but it's always been done. And everything comes down to the people. Like, we have to do something, the people on the ground. And if we don't do nothing, then they'll act like they're doing stuff. They'll give us the dog and pony show and arrest one person here and there and arrest one Vatican official or something like that. And they'll give you the bone here and there. You know what I mean? Almost like the Tesla employee. I wonder how many other employees got harassed, but signed the arbitration contract and couldn't get out of it. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just one of those deals where one might fall through the cracks and get exposed, but overall, the vast majority of them are going to continue to do it and going to continually do it and continually injure these children into making them injured adults, which then they continue to pay the pain forward. You know what I mean? It's like to continue the whatever is going on, like, you know. I have a vegan food company. You guys can check it out on Instagram, called the Fat Vegan. So take a look. We offering some healthy ways, or not even healthy, just some alternative ways to eat some food that you might like or grew up tasting or trying. So check that out, the Fat Vegan on Instagram. That'd be pretty cool.
I want to plug the women and girls self-defense classes. We're back on Sunday, so you can find out information on Queen's Project UK. So that's on Instagram, Facebook, and other Twitter. And then I also want to plug the Wellness AA. Again, that's on Instagram and Facebook, and that's a kind of self-care and empowerment support for parents. So we're trying to really promote and get parents to prioritize their self-care, because obviously some of the issues that may occur in households and families are sometimes to do with parents not being accountable or feeling supported. So we want to come in, support them, and then hopefully support the child. So I've been doing a lot of things around that lately, so around supporting parents.
I definitely agree with you on that, because I was literally thinking the other day that mums should get free massages once a month.
Yeah, well then join the Wellness AA. We do a competition every month for a free massage.
How you doing? I'm an actor and producer, philanthropist based out of New York City. I'm on the rise. I don't have too much to promote, but you can follow my journey on Instagram, Abstract Entertainer. And that's how you can stay in tune with me.
Another great guy who's doing things in the community. Last Christmas, you were giving out your Christmas dinners, weren't you?
Yeah, Thanksgiving, every year on Thanksgiving.
Every year on Thanksgiving. So you must be getting ready for that. That's coming up soon, is it?
Yeah, I'm gearing up for that this year. This year I'm gonna do 300 mils. So last year I did about,
You were good, kid.
I think it was 100 mils. Yeah. So this year will be 300 mils. Me and my team giving out to the homeless Thanksgiving morning. So yeah, I'm getting ready.
So go support Abstract. Go and send him a couple of quid because you'd only spend it on sweets anyway. And this has been Mama C on Fire Hot Topics, joined by my lovely guests. Love to the world. Peace out.